Hello, everybody. Welcome to Veronica Jenkins, Psychic Readings, Universal Spiritualism. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. While we're waiting for people just to come on, I'm just going to talk a little bit about spiritualism and the light of what's going on, if that's okay. I just want to say hello to Violet and Elsa. Hello, both of you. Thanks for joining us. And Tilly. Hi, Tilly. We're going to be doing some readings, but first I'm just going to explain or talk a little bit. I don't know why, but it's here. Spirit's obviously wanting a few words to be spoken. Well, the energy picks up. Hi, Joni. Thanks for joining us. Spirit, where do we go? We go to a beautiful place, filled with light, without any earthly conditions which we carry around with us while we're walking this earth plane. There's just different variations and vibrations of spirit. So we kind of have to figure out which planes of existence, which planes of the spirit we're going to be attuning to. And of course, the better we can attune and the further and higher we can raise our consciousness and vibration and make that attunement through our higher self, so to speak. And when I say higher self, it's probably correct to say there's many vibrations to our higher self. There isn't just one higher self. Like everything else, it's made up of many different frequencies, wavelengths, and vibrations of energy. Then the spirit planes are the same. So that's why we have spiritual guides, family members, and then more spiritual guides and more spiritual guides. And, so there's this continuation of evolved souls where there's no suffering, no pain as we understand it. Everything is pure and light and beautiful. So I was just speaking just for a few minutes just to let people come on. So I'm just going to say hello to Minnie, to Cornelia, sorry, and Thinking. It's good to think. Thinking. And Joe White. Okay, if I may, I'm going to start off. I'm just going to, I don't know how Spirit's going to work, but we'll just go for it. So if I can come to Joni, if that's okay. Hi, Joni. Now then, can I just say to everybody, if you will, just try and answer, respond as quickly as you can, and I'll try and catch your answer. I just want to say thank you to Stacey for opening this space up and doing everything she does. It's amazing. And to Veronica and all the rest of the team at Universal Spiritualism. So Joni, hi Joni. Nice to have you with us. So I've got, initially I'm going to say I've got a really nice feeling going on around you, Joni. Okay. So I know there's a lot of love coming around you from Spirit. Somebody's calling out and saying, just tell her about December, Colin. So I don't know what December means, but let's see. We're just going to go with it, Joni, if that's okay. Now then, they're talking about a situation around you at the minute, and just to let everybody know, we'll be floating through a few different frequencies tonight, I believe. So some of them will be about spiritual guides, some will be about your development, and some will be mediumship as such, and trying to connect with what's going on in your lives at the minute and offer that guidance from those beautiful beings of light in the light. So Joni, now then, let's have a look. But having said about spiritual development or spiritual guides, I have got a guide just stepped in, Joni, and it's male. He is telling me he's coming around you, he's trying to make that connection with you, and also he knows that you're trying to kind of open up, okay? Is aware that your mind, I'm sorry for laughing, he's aware of how active your mind is, okay? And not just with spirit, your mind is very active about things, what's going on around you on the airplane as well. But as far as this guidance is concerned and your spiritual guide, I can see him, but he's not telling me. He's not allowing me to let you say who he is, and I'm really sorry for saying it, because it's like, well, why have you told me? Why have you let me say? And he's laughing, and he's going, no, because she knows anyway. But I want her to get convinced from her own side, Colin. Okay, right, okay, okay, Joni, right. Now then, but the connection is there, and he's showing me cards. He's showing me angel cards, funny enough, and tarot cards and oracle. That was the word I wanted. I've got oracle cards around you. I won't be surprised if you've got several packs, but because I'm seeing several packs. But the kind of the guide is trying to inspire you to kind of ascend a bit more your consciousness and make that connection, because he's aware that there's a little bit of frustration going on with your connection to spirit. Does this make sense, Joni? Okay. and he's going, just put your worries to one side, okay? Just leave them to one side, all right? Because it's going to start becoming a lot clearer as the months go forward, okay? Do you understand this, Joni? Let's have a look, see if we can get this connection going. Right, oh yeah, I've got lots of decks. Okay, I've got your message. I've got your thingy, Joni. Right, it does. Right, and it's this. It's like the message wants to focus on your spiritual guide, Joni, and I can't emphasize it enough. Now, you've obviously got family and friends, because I'm sensing family and friends. The lady's just stepped in to behind here, this side of me. It appears as if she's your grandmother, okay, and she's telling me there was a closeness to you, okay, and she's just smiling. So I know there's a beautiful smile going on with you or her, and that's what she's bringing. She's bringing that loving smile to you, okay. They're not telling me what about December at all. Sorry, but sticking with this lady. Anyway, she's just bringing that beautiful smile. She's talking about a ring, typical thing, a ring, what was left here on the airplane. And I've got a connection with your mother with that, okay? Now then, let's just bear with me, because in effect, what's happening is they know there's stuff going around you on the material, okay, because they're floating around the earth, sort of thing. But main connection, what this link is about tonight, Joni, is with your spiritual guides and your spiritual development and how it's unfolding. And somebody's just shouting me, just tell her to go for it, Colin. Just tell her to go for it. So I know there's a situation or something going on where they're inspiring you to do and follow your heart and your intuition, Joni, okay? And it's important that you do that, because they're emphasizing it. They're really pounding away at my chest at the moment regarding the heart and going, look, she's got to follow it. She's got to follow her heart, Colin. And this is to do with opening up favor to spirit and getting on with spiritual stuff, okay? They come to you in your dreams. They're talking about the dreams, okay? Watch where that starts getting a bit stronger. Also, glimpses of the future. So I know over the years, they almost like show me a timeline of your thoughts and your journey. And at some point, they've stopped me where you used to get quite vivid dreams, okay? And they're going to start coming in. There's been a build up to them recently, okay? Right, that's what I want then, okay? Thank you. Your mum gave you, right. Okay, that is, you know who's here then, Joni. Let's put it that way, okay? Now, talking about my chest, okay? I'm getting drawn to my chest area, so I know there was a condition, or there is a condition at the minute. Because I want to cough, and I know somebody's coughing regularly around you at the minute, as if I'm trying to clear a blockage here, okay? And I know once this clears, you'll be able to express yourself as far as your voice and your vocal cords will go, okay? Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Watch where they're going to start coming in, Joni, okay? You're kind of observing you're watching your steps. They're showing me through your eyes, and you're watching your pathway at the minute. You're kind of scrutinizing it and having quite a good, strong look at it, or clear look at it. And they're going to help you have more clarity on it, okay? Right, I've got to say to you, because I can see you with somebody, it's you coughing, because they're going to help you clear it, Joni, so don't be too concerned about it. Just open yourself up. Just imagine yourself opening up and letting that healing light come into your chest, okay, and around your throat area, and then it will clear, and you'll feel a lot better for it. You'll feel yourself being raised up, because what they're also telling me is that you've dipped a bit, okay, mentally, energetically, you've been on a bit of a dip, and they're going, it'll clear. Just give a reassurance, Colin, okay? We're just coming to give a reassurance, but there's somebody who really wants to come in quite strong, Joni, okay? And all I'm getting, and I know there's a reason for this, because there was words spoken at the end, but there was certain words what wasn't spoken, and it's kind of lingered inside you, okay? Well, I've got somebody here what says I love you, and you needed to hear this, okay? You've been waiting to hear these words from somebody in spirit, Joni, okay? And it's like, just let everything settle, just relax, don't put yourself under too much stress, they're saying, because you're getting too like, okay? And they're going, just tell her to settle down, and we've got her, we'll look after her. And your spiritual path is there, wide open at this moment, Joni, wide open. So please please, whatever you do, walk through that door, and the door is specific. I know they're telling me somebody has mentioned, or you've had a message regarding a door previously, okay? And now I can honestly say from spirit that door is wide open, and it's not, the door's not even existing in front of me. Everything's wide open for it, okay? So lots of love. Please take their love, Joni, and thank you for joining us. There's so much. You've got a beautiful mind, Joni, and your heart's in the right place, especially for working with spirit. Seriously, please don't underestimate yourself, okay? And have some confidence. For some reason, I've just got to dive straight into Rosalind. Hi, Rosalind. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to try and get through as many as I can. So please answer as quickly as you can, and that will help me. Right, where we gone? Rosalind. Right, I need to see that name again. Let's have a look at it, because somebody's focused on this. Okay. Hi, Rosalind. Thanks for joining us. Right then, I've got a gentleman in spirit, and he's coming close, and it's like, for some reason, he's taking me to his eyes. It's like you want to see his eyes. It's like there's somebody's face you would like to see again from spirit, and the feeling's mutual. They would like to see your face again. Okay. Hi, Rosalind. And it's like you would like to see their face, and they would like to see yours. But there's something about their eyes. Okay. So I know as this energy is building up, and I believe it's a gentleman. I'm sensing the gentleman, and what he's saying is, tell her about the eyes, Colin. Tell her about the eyes. Okay. So there was somebody with very distinct eyes, what you know. Okay. Somebody's also, it's funny you've got the name Rosa, because somebody just put some rosary beads in my hand or in front of me. Okay. So I know there was somebody in spirit what was quite dedicated to their belief and their faith. Okay. Because of the rosary beads, what they're bringing forward. It's likely that there's a Bible somewhere, okay, and probably still remaining here on the airplane. They're telling me you do have conversations with spirit, okay, in a nice way, because they're laughing, and they're going, she knows we talk to her, Colin, we hear it, just let her know we're hearing everything she's saying, okay. But they're respecting your privacy, Rosalie, okay. Does this all make sense? Yeah, can you try and answer us, Rosalie? Anyway, I'm just going to keep going. Let's have a look. They've placed me the stomach condition. Yes, thank you, Roman Catholic. The stomach condition around my stomach, as if I've got a queasy stomach. I've got to say, okay, and I needed some remedy to clear this. Does this make sense? Okay, because they want you to, whoever this connects to, yeah, if whoever this connects to with the stomach, Rosalind. There's healing around that, but they also want you or the person to take some natural remedies, herbs or whatever it is, okay, just to settle that tummy issue. Now then, just on a slightly serious note, they're aware that you've got quite a big worry going on around you, Rosalind, okay, and they've just paused me to kind of tap into this, or to explain what they want to. Right. Now they're showing me somebody on the airplane, possibly a gentleman, and there's a concern or worry over this person, Rosalind. Okay, and they're coming around you and that person and the family to take some concern and worry away. Okay, you've got connections. Yes, you've got connections with. They're showing me a boat, so I don't know whether you're living by the sea, but there's memories connected to a boat, and it looks like there's been a journey at some point, or somebody, you know, somebody who's been on a cruise, or there was talk of a cruise, because I've just, in fact, I've been on it, because I've gone along the jetty at the port, and I've climbed up the gangway, and I've gone on that ship. Okay, so there's a connection with that, and somebody is really laughing their heads off. I don't know why they've given me Canada, but I know, loosely speaking, there's Canadian connections. Okay, they want to say thank you for your thoughts, because they do know you've been having thoughts. You live by the sea. They do know you've been having thoughts about what's going on the west coast of America. Okay, and they want to say thank you for that. But that's leading up somebody else, because I've got somebody behind me in spirit who wants to say thank you for taking care of them or spending time with them. Okay, and I feel like you did some kind of running around or fetching and carrying regarding somebody who's in spirit, and they just want to acknowledge this, Rosalind. Okay. Now then, for some reason, I've got to give you the name Teddy, but Edward, okay? Whichever one that is. And I've got Marie and Mary stepping in, okay? They're taking me to the month of October, well, anniversary, etc. Now then, oof. They're also telling me, Rosalind, that you've had quite an experience with spirit, because they're lifting my awareness up into the light a little bit, okay? So, and they're smiling about it, okay? And they're going, we're not opening that up, Colin, because this is public, but she knows what you mean when we say that, okay? I want somebody who was cared for, laid in bed before they passed to spirit. They're showing me themselves laid in bed, and there's people around them. I don't know how many, but there's definitely family around them. And they was talking about spirit in that room before they passed to the other side, as if spirit was coming around them. And this person could see spirit, and they was talking about it. Okay, right. Okay, thank you, Rosalind. This is right. I had a feeling there was quite a sensitive frequency coming in on this one. I'm sorry to hear this, Rosalind. Okay. Well, she's bringing a lot of reassurance, and the family's bringing a lot of reassurance. Okay. That everything that she obviously got over safe, they came for her. Okay. Your thoughts, I want to say to you, your thoughts was correct. Okay. Because you kind of knew that they came for her at that time, and possibly it was in that room. I don't know, but you was aware that spirit was coming around her. Okay. She sends all of her love. Okay. And she said, just let her know all my conditions have gone now, Colin. Okay. And I'm just full of life. She comes, when she comes around, you know she comes around because she touches your hair. Okay. And she's talking about her hair as well specifically. But there's two things. She comes around you and touches your hair, and there's something very specific about her hair. I don't know whether you washed it and brushed it. I don't know what's happened, but there's something about either your hair or theirs. And she's laughing about it, Rosalie. Okay. And she's going, please, whatever you do, tell her to keep moving forward, Colin, to not hang on to things behind her. Okay. Just look behind, smile at it all, and turn back around, face forward, and that's it. Just keep going. She's going and smile about it all. Okay. And they're bringing a lot of upliftment for you. Okay. They're talking about searching for papers for some reason. I don't know. Oh, we're ridiculous, aren't we? We get on a mission when we think, I need to find such and such. Okay. And she's laughing. She's going, she's been trying to find papers, or you was at some point, and it was like, it's like you got on a mission. Okay. Or somebody did with these trying to find these papers. And she's just laughing about it, almost laughing around, saying, forget it, it doesn't matter now. Okay. I've got to leave you with that and say thank you for joining us. Lots of love to you, Rosalind. Okay. You take all their love with you. Thank you so much. Right then, we're just gonna I need to go back up to the close to Violet. Is it Violet? Violet. Yes. Hi, Violet. If I can come to you and wait with you, please, if that's okay. Thank you, Rosalind. Okay. Hi, Violet. Now then, I'm tiptoeing through something, Violet. Are you still with us, Violet? Just let us know that you're still here. Hopefully you are. Okay. Right. I'm just going to fire away. Okay. Because if you see this later, you'll still get the message anyway. So Violet, now that I'm tiptoeing, it's like I'm tiptoeing through a situation. Hello, thanks for joining us. You would understand that where there's a situation where I'm tiptoeing, as if I'm on eggshells, but it's not. I don't want it as strong as eggshells. So I'm kind of tiptoeing, okay, in a situation at the moment, and I don't know what to do. Which way am I going? Okay, I've got a gentleman to my right who just steps in, and he's tipping his hat to you. Okay. I want army connections going back somewhere in your family. Okay. And they're telling me on your dad's side, and I'm going back. Okay. But they want to talk about this tiptoeing situation, and they're going, oh, Colin, tell her to relax. And this is going to be interesting, because all of a sudden I've just seen them jump up and down. So if I'm walking on eggshells, somebody's just jumped up and down all over them. Okay. And it's like, this is what they want you to do. You don't need to walk about as if you're skating on thin ice. Okay. Everything will be fine, Violet. And I want to settle all your energies and all your emotions, okay, and bring them all into alignment, because they're telling me there's things going all over the place at the minute around you, and they're just kind of packing it all back in together okay, and bringing it into alignment. Okay, would you understand this, Violet? What they've been saying? And now I'm molding something. So somebody, either yourself, likes working with craft with your hands, or somebody in spirit. Okay, right. Okay then. Hey, this is it. You're feeling right. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear this, Violet. Okay. Right. Maybe this is why I've got to. Maybe it's me. I've got to work with just be gentle and sensitive to what's going on, because it's like I've got my hands. The molding my hands on something is if I'm soothing a condition. Okay. And it's like, but it's almost as if I need a massage. It's like somebody's going, oh, I just want a massage. I need all this stress and all this tension to go, and I want to be picked up again. Okay. This is what they're bringing around you, Violet. There's a certain book, what they've just shown me. Okay. They're not telling me what it is, but there's a very, very specific book at the moment. Where there's not a question mark, but it's like, what's this book about? And I need to find out. Okay. But they're also keeping it light as well. Please, whatever you do, talk to people and get yourself out more than what you are. Okay. All right. It doesn't matter what it takes to bring you up. They're gonna guide you. Okay. Now then, let's have a look. And they're talking about healing around you, Violet. Lots of healing. So it's almost as if you can, I don't know where you are, but you can get to a healing sanctuary or healing place and just let them give you healing. And you've got the right to that energy. Okay. Don't think you can't have anything off anybody. A giver. Oh, it's like you're constantly giving to everybody else, and Violet's been left out. Okay. And they're going, no, come on, time for you now. Okay. Just tell her we love her lots, Colin. Okay. Now then, I'm getting as if I'm getting a certain taste in my mouth, and then I'm sensing smoke, a different. I don't want to say tobacco smoke, but like odors and scents and smells coming around me. Okay. Will you watch for this, Violet? And you'll know where that's connected to those in spirit. All right. I keep seeing the name D wrote out, D, and I nearly went to Darren or a name similar to that, but D is there for some reason. Okay. Please bear with me. They put glasses on my eyes, Violet. So I wouldn't be surprised if you wear glasses. Thank you. That's the healing. Okay. Yeah, they're doing everything they can to pull you up and pick you up, to raise you up, Violet. Okay, help them. All right. I don't want to go into the philosophy of spirit and that's home and this is temporary, etc. Because I know I've been told you're already aware of this. Okay, and nobody can say how long the grieving period takes place. Okay. There's lots and lots of healing, lots and lots of love for the family where this situation is concerned, Violet. Okay, a lot. Okay, and that young boy is safe and sound in spirit. Okay. Now then, let me just, as I'm talking, I kind of get the feeling that it's almost like spirit trying to get me to feel that where you're watching from at this moment, you're not sitting there alone. There's somebody next to you or somewhere around you watching this at the same time. Okay. And they're going, just there, Colin, there, focus in there. We're bringing a lot of light into that specific location at this precise moment where you are, Violet. Okay. As you're watching this real time. And now they're just smiling. Okay. And they're saying, we're not going nowhere. We're going to be staying around you until, you've got up to a certain point. Something about a reading. There was the most beautiful reading read out. Okay. Right. So you set together. It's like they've just all of a sudden just zoomed in and put my mind into your living room, Violet, to be honest. And it's like I'm seeing somebody sitting to the right of you, what's connected to this little boy. Okay. Right. But please bear with me, just quick. I'm just trying to adjust this frequency with them, okay? Because obviously there's a lot of emotions been stirred up because of this. Right. Okay. This is going to, in fact, sound quite strong. But I want to say to your daughter, Spirit are telling me you're exceptionally resilient mentally and emotionally, okay? And they want to tap your mind into that strength within you and get that strength to the surface, okay? And from there, you'll be able to make them next steps, what you need to make, okay? I'm shown a horse, and I don't know why they've given me the horse, whether it's like a little toy horse or whatever it is. And then as I'm speaking, it's almost as if I've got like a little farm set, okay, for some reason, etc. There's different things coming in. I want to give you a crystal as well, both of you or one of you. They're bringing a specific crystal in, okay? And it's like I want to. The Spirit saying, just ask her to hold that crystal and just let everything pour out, okay? And then send the light out, okay? And we'll be connecting with it through that, okay? Obviously, there's a picture. They show me a small picture, okay? And you're holding that picture in your hands. Every so often, you pick it up. They really want you to know that everything is over on the other side is safe and fine and light and pure, okay? And that side is okay. It's this side where the concern is. And we just want to come around and clean and clear all these energies and get them all transformed as quickly as possible, okay? And they're just taking me, there's a heart, there's something to do with a heart, okay? There you go, horse, okay? Oh, thank you so much. And there's a heart. I just want to, last thing to bring in is a heart. So there's something to do with a heart. It may be a picture, an image, or it might even be, I don't know, an object of this heart. And there's something very, and I want to say spiritually connecting you and the world of spirit with this, okay? Please take all their love. Let them bring that light around you both, okay? And just embrace it. Open up to it. Don't close off to it. Let them bring it in, okay? And let them emotions just come out. So and just go forward. I'm being given this month, January. I've been given June also, okay? And that's it. They're just about to pull back. So thank you both for joining us. Have a great weekend, okay? Thank you so much. They've just said I love you, okay? Because you need to hear the most beautiful words from spirit, as if it's like some kind of angelic voice. So thank you, Violet, and thank you to your daughter. Beautiful. So let's have a look. Can I come to Tiffy, please, if that's okay? Hi, Tiffy. I want to joke for a minute. Is it? No, it's Tilly. Sorry, Tiffy. I was going to say this looks a bit iffy. Right, Tilly. Hi, Tilly. Thank you for joining us. Oof, it's like I've got swimming, as if I'm swimming constantly, Tilly. I'm going to speed up now. And can I just ask everybody just to kind of quickly respond to us, and we'll speed up more. Right, Tilly, I've got swimming around you, okay? As if, but I think it's symbolic the way I'm feeling. And it's like, oof, I need my energies to clear. And this is you. It's like I need some clarity. They're telling me, okay? Are you still with us, Tilly? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I kind of don't want to go any further until I can. Let's have a look. Tilly. Are you still with us, Tilly? Please answer. Just put something, put a yes or something in the, if you can, Tilly. I don't want to, I can't, it's difficult to pause, to be honest, because the energy is flowing. Let's have a look. Right, okay. But Patrick, can I come to Patrick? I can't avoid Patrick. They've just gone, stop, go to Patrick then if Tilly's not here. Hi, Patrick. Are you still with us? Can't believe I'm going to give Patrick a message. He's probably cleared off and watching something on Zoom. Are you still with us, Patrick? Can we see anybody? Can we see? Let's have a look. Patrick, is it off? Do you know, I nearly moved on. Hi, Patrick. Lovely to see you. Happy Christmas, Happy New Year. Oh, sorry, I need to cough. Oh, now then, Patrick, I don't know what's going on around you, but they're just showing me your feet are going like the clappers, or somebody's feet is like running like nobody's business, okay? And it's like I'm running, I'm not getting nowhere, and it's kind of hilarious because it looks like a scene out of them two. What was it? The Americans, the Laurel and Hardy, okay? And I've got, so that's all the black and white movies coming in for you, Patrick, okay? And it's like at the moment things seem black and white to you, okay? And but they're going to stretch it out and turn it into Technicolor, okay? It's like let me know a way of your thoughts, and it's like, well, I love this, but it's getting a little bit. I'm slightly bored, okay? And I can almost see you laughing as I'm I'm saying it. And they're gonna turn it up and make it more interesting for you, Patrick, because you've got a mind what needs stimulating. Oh, I'm sorry for laughing. You'll know why I'm laughing. Right. But your feet, it's like I need to get going. I need to get going, and there's this kind of like impatience in there building up. And I've got somebody in spirit. It must be your dad or your grandfather because they're that close to you, and they're laughing their heads off, Patrick. Okay, and watching you and how you are with your energies. Okay, I've got American connection, which I personally know from previously, but it's not that one. There's a different American connection going on with you at the minute, Patrick. So will you watch where that kind of I don't want to say explodes, but opens up even more? Okay, I've got a gentleman what passed and had a heart condition before he passed. Okay, and he's saying, tell him I've come around for a reason, Colin, because there's a lot of healing coming his way as well. Okay, right, now I can't remember this bit. So I'm looking at your name, Patrick. He's going Patrick, and there's another Patrick somewhere connected to you in the family, Patrick. Would you understand this? Because somebody keeps calling out Patrick as if it's their name, not yours. But there's something to do with your middle name because they've opened your name up. I'm looking at your name and they've opened your name up. Okay. Right. I've got a deck of cards in front of me and they're laughing their heads off and they're going, really? Really? And it's like the cards are in front of you and you've got these deck and you're laying these cards out. Okay. And they're just going, really? Laughing. Right. I just want to say to everybody, me and Patrick we do know each other, so but I don't know some of this stuff what's coming out at the minute. Okay, it's going to be a big year for you, Patrick. Somebody just said, okay, and you know things are building up and brewing, and I've got to give you a brew. It's like sometimes sometimes they want you to just sit down and have a cup of tea and switch off. Have a brew, they're saying, or it might not be tea, but they're saying just have a brew, Patrick. Okay. Because there's going to be quite a big year coming up for you and you're going to be quite busy. So they want to make sure they keep your energies topped up, okay? It's really important that you keep your energies topped up to a really good level, or they're saying to a high degree, okay? Even if it means backing off for 2 minutes and going, right, I just need to breathe, get the energy building up and then go back out again. And it's this pattern, what they want, Patrick, okay? They're chucking bits in like changing a car or thinking about changing a car, getting a new car. I don't know what's going on there. And building aspects, but only bits of that they've thrown that in is like, no, I don't want to even want to think about stuff like that. Okay. Now I want to go to Europe. They want to take you over to Europe. And I'm looking somewhere in Scandinavia, Patrick. Does this make sense to you, Patrick? Have you got stubby fingers? Can you not type these days? What's happened? Have your fingers shrank? So. Oh, your dad's here, I presume. Is that what you're saying? If it's your dad who's here, then it's your granddad up there then. Right, got it, okay. Because then it must be your granddad then, Patrick, okay. But it's somebody with the middle name. They keep chucking me. Just change. Right, I'm not surprised. They're chucking your middle name in for some reason, Patrick. Connected. Right. Okay then. But it's more important what they're talking about, because they've just gone, okay, let's move a frequency. So what they're saying is it's more important that you really, really kind of like bring your focus of attention into this coming year, Patrick. It's like, and you already know, it's almost like I can almost see you turning. It's like, okay, I need to get focused on what's coming here. Okay. And it's going to get your ticker going. Okay. I know there's either a chest or cough condition somewhere down here, because they gave me it a couple of minutes ago. And it's kind of like niggly, it won't clear properly. So I don't know. It's like I want to just drink some kind of, what do they call it? They used to have it in the bottle years ago. I can't think what it is. You'll know what it is. You'll remember the word. But this next frequency, Patrick, this shifting. So these vibrations, what you're feeling, the same. Just tell him not to be too alarmed. Okay, it's not other stuff going on. We're moving him to a frequency, because it's like we're going through the static a little bit. Sometimes you'll feel it, and then we'll get you there, and that's it. It's like a new horizon for you, Patrick. Okay, and that's what you've been looking forward to. Okay. Somebody just said, tell him about the paper. So there's been, and as they've said about the paper, it looks like something what was written by hand, where either with ink, maybe a certificate, but it doesn't seem like a certificate, and I put it in a frame. So there's something of that nature you've got, Patrick. And somebody, again, all I'm getting up here is laughter. Okay, right. Just slightly serious. I've got to say to you, there was somebody who went to Spirit, and I believe in the last year, and they're sending whiskey. They say that's the brew, is it? Oh no, in the bottle. Yeah, well, that'll clear it. That'll do the trick, Patrick. They're talking about somebody who transitioned to Spirit in the last year. They're not saying who they are, but they've just said he knows who they are, and everything's good for them. Okay, right. Okay, Patrick, on board. And everything's good. They can play about giving you all small details, but you'll only get bored of it, as just said Patrick. Okay. And again, they've just brought a horse in for you, or connected with you. I don't know where that's coming from. I want you on a flight, and somebody's got the jitters about flight, but they're putting you on a flight somewhere. And I feel the route it's taking is to the east, not to the west. Okay. Might be south, it might be east, southeast, northeast, but it's to the east I'm looking at, Patrick. Okay. And they're coming with you, and I've got to leave you with that. Lovely to see you or hear from you, Patrick. Take care. Bye-bye. Amelia. Hi, Amelia. Can I quickly come to Amelia? Oh, take it as that strength then, Patrick. Okay. They didn't want to linger on that one. They wanted that little bit in, because you know that they're aware of this, and that maybe take it as the strength then. Okay. I think that's why they're saying pull back sometimes and re-energize and then go back out. Okay, because I've got an oasis in the desert, and it's almost like you need to have that oasis in the desert every so often just to replenish. Okay, even if it's just for half a day, 24 hours, or a couple of days, and that's it. Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Thanks, Patrick. You take care. I think, was it Amelia? Amelia, I've lost it. I've lost that name. Let's have a look. Ooh, Amelia Mills. Are you with us? Are you still with us, Amelia? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Because I've just got to pause now. Now I've got to wait for them to come in. Right. So what I'm being told about Amelia, just in a nice way, is working with Spirit. Okay. And I hope I get reminded, because there's another guide coming for Patrick. But working with Spirit, Amelia. And trying to understand the mechanic. I don't normally use the word mechanics, but I'm being told there's a lot going on around you with Spirit, and you're kind of expanding and opening up your consciousness and your awareness into this field, into this spiritual space. Okay. And I can say to you, they are really, Spirit are really trying to help you join the dots together. Because if there's one thing you wish for, okay, if there's one thing you wish for, it's you like to get everything, I don't want to say perfect, but you like it in an orderly fashion, and you like it to be clear. So then when you're speaking it, you know what you're speaking, okay? So I've got to say this, you get an extra attention from Spirit, Amelia, because of your mind and the way you tick and think, okay? Because they want to make sure that you've got everything in its correct place and in order for you, because you really got work to do, okay? Especially in this next year and the next 2 years, okay? And I can feel you just hold it in your heart and draw it to you. And they love it. They absolutely love how you are, Amelia, okay? Energetically, and how you view everything and your perception. Now then, let's have a look. I've got 2 people just stepped in behind me, Amelia. I feel like I want to stand up. I want 2 people behind me, Amelia, okay, from Spirit. I can clearly see a lady, okay, possibly a grandmother on your mum's side. And the other person is holding back slightly. They're just pausing. Not for any specific reason. I think there's a politeness to them, and they're letting this other lady come in first, okay? I'm sorry, I just read what you said, right. Okay then, right, this is where the clarification's coming in. That's why you've got this extra support, Amelia, because they're really getting you to kind of see the truth, okay? And then what they'll do, once you've found what you're looking for, they'll pull you away from it, okay? Because they won't want you to be overly distracted by it. Let's bring the meditation in. I've got to keep this lady here for a minute, but let's bring meditations in. Somebody just said tell her to meditate. I've got a crystal and it's on around a chain, okay? And they're giving you that, and it's almost as if I can use it as a pendulum, okay? And I can see the message you're writing as a family. This is why this person won't come forward then, okay? Your nan's this side and this other person is next to her, but still holding back. He's right, it's a gentleman. He's just decided to come forward a bit. Right, let's have a look. So I'm going to juggle between them both. So your nan is showing me where it's probably when you was a child and you was writing or drawing, and she put crayons in my hand and paper. So there's memories where it's like if I am here, I'm sitting watching you on the floor, on the carpet, in the middle of the room, wherever it is, and watching you draw with crayons in your hand, okay? And it represents creativity, because you have got this creative side, and she's bringing that back. It's like they want there you go, thank you. And it's like they want your creativity to just blast wide open, Amelia, okay? Please, whatever you do, don't be contained by anybody else. Do not, somebody's really strong here, sorry. Do not let any other mind contain you, okay? And they're going, and your grandma was saying, doesn't matter what the cost, tell her, Colin, doesn't matter what the cost, we don't want to contain, don't let anybody contain her, okay? So please take that whatever it is, I don't want to say advice, but inspiration, Amelia, okay? Put your best foot forward, okay? Because, there's like been a bit of I don't want to say trip, but you could have been further forward now than what you think you are, okay? Than this position what you're in. You could have been like yards ahead, they're saying, okay? And they're going, just tell her to accept everything as it is, Colin. It's just about acceptance in this moment, and in that acceptance, then you can make the decisions what you wish to make, okay? This gentleman now stepped forward, and he's just walked straight past me and come over to you, and he's just put his arm around you and just say, just tell her I'm giving her the comfort and healing and upliftment she wants, Colin, okay? I understand, Amelia, okay? They understand, okay? But there's a you've got the power in there. You've got so much strength and power in your light, in the light of your soul. And it's not often they'll bring the word soul into a reading. It's my favorite word, if not one of them by far. And so I've got a real nice buzz, because it's like you've got to what they're saying is, let your soul lead you. Open your soul, open it up. We will protect you. Okay, you don't know what's going on around you, and they're going, just tell her, open up where we are, and we'll protect her and we'll guide her. Okay, and this gentleman, whoever, and he's still not telling me who he is. Okay, he's just come around you and he's put his arm around you and just say, just tell her I'm protecting her as well, Colin. And all of a sudden he's just gone. Now she knows who I am because she just had it in her head. So I know you've just picked the thought up of this male person here, Amelia. Okay. Again, I've got to give the month for September for you. Okay. Really, I want a big aspects around May. Please look forward to May. Keep going towards May. And I've got you, some kind of travel with you as well. I'm seeing you on a journey which involves potentially going on a train somewhere, but that won't be the only form of transport you'll use. Okay. That train might be a 5-minute journey. I don't know. But there's a journey coming up. And all I feel with that journey is freedom and light and peace. Okay. And it's going to happen around May, or you're going to decide it in May and you're going to follow up afterwards. Okay. So I've got to leave that with you, Amelia. Okay. Lots of love. Thank you so much for coming on this evening. Okay. Can I come quickly to Maxine, please? I'm just going to fire away with some of the names. I'm just going to say hello to Maxine Rosalute. Love your Buddha print on the wall. Thank you so much, Maxine. Okay. I've got a gentleman just calling in to say hello to you. He's showing me a watch and he's just waving to you and saying, it's now your time, but don't rush because you've still got plenty of time, Maxine. Okay. I hope you catch that one. I'm just going to fire away through some of these names. Andrea Reese, if I can come to Andrea Reese. Okay. I'm not going to be able to stay with anybody from now on. I'm just going to fire away through the names if that's all right. Can I come to Andrea Reese, please? If you're just listening, you don't have to write anything. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Just see what's moving. Right. Oof, I've got a lady come in, and I'm being told you looked after this lady at some point, Andrea, or you took care of her. Okay. She's showing me an item of gold, and it looks like a gold locket or gold chain or something of that nature. Okay. And it's a memory link. And I also want to say to you, there's memories around an old trinket box or jewelry box. Like they used to keep them on the side drawer, the chest inside. Okay. I've got American connections with you. Somebody's just called out. Okay. And again, it's like I want you to smile. Spirit going, just tell her to smile. And as we're talking, it's like you're smiling right now. And you know who comes around you. They've just said to me, she knows who comes around her more than anybody else, Colin. And it ain't going to stop the saying. Okay. I don't know what's going on in your kitchen. I don't know whether you want to paint or change the kit. I don't know what. Somebody's laughing their head off about this. What your thoughts with the kitchen? I don't know what it is. But anyway, on a quite a lighter note, Andrea, I want the name Sylvia or Sylvia or Sylvia around you. I think it is. Okay. And I want the name Tony. It's been called out from Spirit, but is Tony on the airplane somewhere connected to you, Andrea? Right. Let's go forward because this is all about going forward, Andrea. Okay. This is ridiculous, but they've just pulled a card out of thin air. Okay. And I'm looking at the Hermit. Now, I don't do cards. I obviously can, but I don't bother with them. I like this connection better with the spirit world. It's the Hermit. Okay. And they're saying you've been a bit of a hermit and you've been a hermit too long. It's now time to get on your feet and walk forward. And you see what's just happened with my vocals. It's time to start speaking who you are, Andrea, because you've been so polite and you sit in the background and let everybody else speak. And they're going, no, come on. Spirit's just going, come on, step forward. Okay. And there's a very strong connection to something in your living room, somebody in spirit. It's either a small ornament, like a statue style thing, or it's a picture. They've just gone bang straight into your living room with somebody connected in spirit, Andrea. So I'm going to keep going. Thank you so much, Darian. If I can come to Darian Ray, if he's still with us on YouTube. Okay, right. I can see where you are then. Right. I've got a clean slate for you, Darian. Okay. Somebody just go in. Tell him he's got a clean slate. Wipe it all clear. We know it's the new year, but he's got a brilliant start to the year. He just needs to move up a gear. Okay. He's a little bit kind of, yeah, well, and they're going, no. They're going, come on, let's. And it's like, I've got two people in the world of spirit, Darian, and they've just, one's on either side and put their arms under your arms. okay, through your arms, and stood you on your feet and gone, off you go, doors open. Wow, trip the light, fantastic. Okay, now if I'm saying that, then I know you've got quite a strong spiritual connection yourself, Darian. Okay, in your way, like it is in everybody's. Somebody's really flying in to try and tell me something to say to you. Okay, sometimes it's about. Sorry about this. Let me just pause one quickly. Right, thank you. So I've just had somebody step in, Darian, and somebody passes. They just said to me, Colin, I need to say hello to him. I passed very quickly to spirit, and it was a shock. Nobody was expecting it. It was a big shock to people. Okay, that person wants to come around and just let you know that they're here, Darian. Okay, because they've been trying to skip through and get through people. I don't know what's gone on, because they're just telling me I've been trying to get through to him, or through to you, to them. Right, thank you, Darian. And it's like, wow, excuse me, Alan, because he's got all of my chest. Right. Oh, he was fast. He won't going to let me go tonight without coming to you. Well, it's what a power. It's just bringing you so much light and power in this energy, Darian. So you clearly need a big shift and a big inspiration. Okay. Well, you're getting it here tonight. Your dad's bringing it. Okay, and a few others. Again, they're talking about leave 2024 where it is. Okay, because that's gone now. Don't let it play up here on you. And I don't know why they said specifically 24. Okay. Well, obviously there's a clear reason, but leave it where it is. Don't let it entertain your mind. Okay. Just go, okay, 2024 is gone. That's it. And your daddy's already saying he knows, is aware that you're making plans, okay, up here. And he's saying, go for it, because I'm going to back him and be behind him all the way. All right. He don't want to say sorry, because when they come from the light, this business of coming back saying sorry, it doesn't exist. It's an earthly condition. They'll use it in order to offer reassurance sometimes. So it's almost like he's making a very gentle apology that he went like that, and it shocked everybody. But he knows you understand. He knows that you know inside your heart and your mind that there was no other way. Okay, that it is what it is, and we have to accept it. And he loves the way you can conceptualize things in your mind and put them all in the right place, Darian. Okay, and it's like he's just giving you the thumbs up and saying, "Is a good one, Colin. Is a good one." I mean, it sounds almost intimidating, embarrassing to say it, but that's what he's just said. Okay, lots of love to you, Darren. He's held your hand out and he's shaking your hand. He's got a firm grip of your hand, and he said, "I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to him, so let me do it now, Colin." And he's got hold of your hand and I can feel the strength in his hand as well, Darian. Okay, really strong hands, and he's gone, "I've got a grip of it, and I just need to say that to him, Colin." And he went, "And there's no goodbyes." He went, "You know, I walk with you. Okay, say hello to the rest of the family and send them all his love. Okay, because he also comes around them as well, Darian. Okay, a lot. He needs to get this across. Somebody still sits looking at things of his to this day, and he's going, tell him I come there. Okay, and I've got to leave it at that. And I think I've got a couple of minutes left. Hopefully, I'm going to keep going. Other people, let's have a look. Joe White, can I come to Joe White, please? Just Joe, I'm so sorry. I should have said this before I come in. It's like your son and your husband. Right, I'm really sorry, Joe. I'm gonna, now you've told me who they are. Okay. Can I just say to everybody, please, you know, it's innocently, and this is for everybody. When you've got mediums on, okay, please don't tell them any information. Okay, that's our job. We're putting ourselves here. Okay, we're supposed to tell you who's coming through from spirit. It makes it so much easier for people. Like obviously now, clearly, I know there's a son and a husband, and I've got to now move that out of the way. And it's okay, Joe. I'm not saying to you. I'm on about generally to everybody. Let the medium do the work. Okay, it's up to us to do it. So try not to tell any medium, whether it's a mother, father, daughter, anybody. Okay, I know it's easy. It's just the way I think. Everybody works different. Okay, and I respect that deeply. Joe, can I just say to you, first thing I've got, I know you put a red heart there, funny enough. Can I just say to you, it's as if somebody's heart has just come out to you, Joe, okay? They're clearly talking about Christmas and situation and circumstance at Christmas, okay? It's like, I want to say, they were set at the table. Sometimes you feel so small, okay? And they're going, because I feel like I'm shrinking, okay? And I've got people in spirit coming in and making you feel bigger. So it's like, expand yourself, Joe, okay? Expand yourself. Please, whatever you do, when they come back and look at your life and look what's going on, all they care about is one thing, is that you are loved more than anything else, and that you feel loved, okay? And they're bringing that love, okay? And it's like walking through this life with and going with what you feel for you, Joe, okay? That's the most important thing. They can give the different pieces of evidence from the past, and they're going, we're not dwelling on that, Colin. She's dead, that information. What we're talking about is how she's going forward from this point on, okay? They're showing me a book. I've got to open a book for you for some reason, and it's a book of memories, okay? And I do know they're confirming it with me. They do know that you know what they're referring to, okay? And I can see a flower, a pressed flower in a book as well, Joe, okay? So there's a memory going back for that. They're giving me a favorite saying and a favorite song, etc. Okay, and they're going, just move forward with it. Do you know what? They just showed me in my head. Ridiculous. They've just shown me a new handbag. Oh, an handbag. Oh, sorry, I may have been wrong with this. They're showing me a bag, so I don't know which. Maybe you carry something in your handbag, what belongs or connects you to them, Joe. Okay. Right, I've got to pull back. They're pulling back because they're going, right, we're up to time, Colin. And it's like, so I'm just going to thank you so much, Joe. Please take all their love and the others, okay? And just keep going forward. Keep going forward, okay? They'll bring, I know they've joined me to your knees. So I know they're going to bring some healing around your knees or your legs, Joe, okay? Right, I've got to fly through some of these if I can still think. Keith, I've just spotted Keith. Keith Jones. Unless I'm going to be called to time. Oh, I can keep going. I'm not stopped. Keith, I don't know whether you're still here. Okay. Let's have a look. It's like, okay, what I've got to say to you, you've got to get something off your chest, Keith. Okay. So I need to, it's bubbling under the surface, okay? They'll give you the right words, Keith. So don't worry about it, all right? Quickly to Harry Franklin. Sorry, yes, the answer is yes, Keith, most definitely, okay? Definitely. Please, whatever you do, don't question it. Okay, I've got to keep going. The name's tripping fast. Right, Rowena, where's she gone? Rowena, I need to see if I can just get back to that name. Well, there she is. Bourgeois. Is it Bourgeois? Okay. Hi, Rowena. It's okay. I'm just going to fire away and just tell you what I'm sensing from spirit with you. Okay. I've got a decision to make, and you're umming and ahhing which way to go, because it's like I've got 2 or 3 directions and routes, and I've got somebody in spirit saying just tell her to take one of them, anyone. It won't matter, because we'll still get her to where we need her to be and where she needs to be. Okay. Now there's one which is clearly kind of, I want to say, Rowena, that's the strongest one, and it's that it's like spirit and making it strong so you can follow that and off you go, Rowena. Okay, follow that one. Okay, because it's going to lead to magic. Because somebody's saying she's searching for magic, Colin, and the magic of the light, and they're going follow that one. Okay, got to go. Bye bye, Nelia MP. MP, are you an MP? Oh my goodness, just joking. Nelly, I hope I've got it right. Nelia or Nelia. Okay, Immediately I've got, okay, that's it. Thank you so much, everybody. Got to go. Lots of love to everybody. Bye-bye. For those what do you call it, we're going to, Minoka Consciousness Group, we're going to open the room up on Zoom if you want to join us, and we're going to do a chat over there. I don't know about readings, but it'll be a talk about different things. Thank you so much for everybody. And that's it. I've got to finish. I've just been told I've got to wrap up.